Hello everyone, it's Jack from Esports News UK, powered to you by AOG and ESI London. I'm here today with a guest of mine. Can you say who you are?
Yeah, I'm Reed. I'm in charge of University Halo Chamber League, and I work for Halo Chamber, and I work for NUEL and NSE.
Awesome. So, obviously you mentioned you're part of the university leagues. How did you get involved with the university esports in general?
So when I started university, I got involved with the University Gaming Society. I met a few people there. I'm going to shout them out, I apologise. Mainly BCG, Rob and Jordan. And they really got me into playing CS competitively. I played quite a bit before, but I hadn't played in any kind of leagues or anything. And from there, we decided to run some invitationals, which I decided to help out with. I ran some servers for a couple of them. We invited university teams from across the UK. And then on the back of that, I started getting involved with the National University Esports League, who I now work for. And yeah, that was mainly my big start, just grassroots university esports.
Fair enough. You mentioned the NUEL, so how did you get involved with them? You mentioned like a bit of admin work.
So Jordan, who I mentioned before, used to work as a CSGO admin, and he recommended that I go for a job there, volunteer work, just as a play night admin. And I got to know the people there, and I really enjoyed it. And I've been there for 5 years, and I'm still there now. People have been and gone, and different management, but yeah, it's great fun.
Cool. And you mentioned you first got interested in CSGO, so how did that change into Halo Infinite?
So ever since I was young, I loved playing Halo, I'll be honest. I used to play Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach. Used to just sit on my Xbox 360 in my room all day and play video games. And then I switched to PC gaming around like 2013, 2014, kind of skipped past the Halo 5 and just kind of put it to the side as an Xbox game. I didn't play Xbox anymore. I stuck with CSGO. Then when Halo Infinite was going to launch on PC and Halo MCC launched on PC, I jumped straight back into it and I haven't looked back since, basically.
So how did that bring about what got you interested in making a Halo University League?
So I saw that the esports scene for Halo in general was pretty dire, at least in the UK, and at least in the UK university scene. So I contacted the guys that I knew at NUEL that I worked for, and I managed to arrange a Halo 3 tournament when Halo 3 launched on MCC. That had pretty good results. We had 4 or 5 teams sign up, which was more than I expected. I got to know some of the guys that I still know today through that, who are very dedicated guys when it comes to Halo esports. And then on the back of that, I saw that Halo Infinite was launching, and I saw at least what during the release schedule was a lot of opportunity. I thought this could be big. I'm going to jump on this early. So I spoke to the people at NUEL, I spoke to the people at NSE, and NUEL agreed to kind of sponsor me as a community league. So I set up the University Halo League, which has now morphed into the University Halo Chamber League after we've done some kind of partnerships and such.
And you used the word dire. That's like quite a strong phrasing. So what's your opinion of 344 Industries and Halo Infinite and how they've dealt with their esports community?
They have some really dedicated people working there. I mean, I'm a software development by actual profession, so I do understand how hard development can be. And developing for multiple platforms for a team that has been focused on mainly developing for the Xbox One is, again, something that's quite difficult. I think the marketing team and the development team have some disconnects. I think that the management clearly had some kind of disconnects, and there's been rumors of issues maintaining staff, having contractors, etc., etc. I can't really comment on those because I don't know the exact reasoning, but if you're a Halo player like me right now, there's a lot that needs to be fixed. There's so much potential. There's so much potential with the game. Halo plays like no other video game, right? I mean, you got such a longer team to kill. It's the only kind of arena game that has mass appeal. I mean, there's obviously Quake and stuff like that, and you could argue whether Halo's an arena game, but it plays differently to, you know, your Call of Duty, your Fortnite, your League of Legends, obviously. And it's got a place, and I think if people gave it a chance and there was a new content and new stuff releasing, we could have something real big. which is why I'm sticking with UHCL for the long run.
Fair enough. I can tell you're really passionate about it, but with all the difficulties with making a Halo League, do you see that as a disadvantage or a challenge?
It's a disadvantage and it's a challenge. So it's a disadvantage when, for example, we launch the league and you can't play a game of custom games without players being switched onto the enemy team. You know, stuff like that, we have to kind of work around and find fixes as a league. And then we have to kind of filter them through to the players, and then the players get annoyed and they don't come back. That can be difficult, right? But then there's also a lot of opportunity, because there's no real big players in the university Halo scene right now. There's no major players in the UK Halo scene as it is, other than Europa Halo. So we have a lot to work on, but a lot of opportunity. So provided the game goes in the right direction, provided we can get enough interest from university students, we're really trying to make a big push into Freshers Fair and new starters for this next upcoming university year. And if we can manage to get them kind of interested, I think we got some good things going.
Then finally, where do you see the Halo Chamber League in the future, say like 5 or maybe even 6 or 10 years time?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, you could throw a penny in a well.
2 years?
In the next 2 years, I'll still be here. I'll still have my dedicated guys. I mean, we've got 6 players here who are probably the top tier of our University Halo League, and they are playing like monsters. We just got onto the main stage and played against the RAF last night, which wasn't planned, but it went ahead, and we showed the RAF what students can do. There were some really good, and we had some nice casters and stuff. I want to keep this going. There's lots of opportunities for students to get involved on the production side of our work. There's lots of opportunities for students to get involved with the play side of our work. So provided we can get enough people to at least have, a few teams playing, we'll keep going. And if we can get back to the 16 teams we had when we first launched, we've got definitely a lot of big plans. That's all I'll say for now.
All right, brilliant. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, guys.